play Team Strength Level 3, Lally. It plays far better than Team Strength Level 5. It plays like a proper football game. You'll enjoy it a lot more. Oh, Lally, you naive fool. So you've seen the lineups there, and what you see there are two opponents looking for a genuine Team Strength Level 3 battle. No white ball benching going on here. No one looking to a 90 rated player to win them the match by themselves. We've used both genuine Team Strength Level 3 quality, which means we're both looking to take that extra bit of care now passing to win us the match. Same with the finishing, defending and so on. And what I want you to do before I go into any action though, lads, is tell me what you think this opponent is rated at the end of the match. So when you see the final screen, I'm going to show you his rating, but before that, when I show you the full-time stats, I want you to put in the comment section what you think this opponent is rated at. Why I decided to show you this match is because it actually shows you how special this match is in terms of how unresponsive, how stupid the AI was. Yes, I was playing at 1 or 2 in the morning, so my decision making wasn't always the best. I was staying awake just so I could close my fast and pray, and maybe I knew at that time if I went to sleep I wouldn't wake up, so I just stayed up, decided to play PES because that normally keeps my blood boiling. And yes, that is right, lads, you have just seen Kimpembe miss a header unchallenged where he didn't even need to jump. Yes, that's right, lads, that is how special this match is. So I thought at the time of playing, I had no intention of uploading this. I was just got this footage from the PlayStation, so if the colour and stuff like that looks off, it's because I'm playing on a PS4 Pro, and when you save clips on there, it does play about with the colours as well. But yes, lads, you did see some early special signs already. Look at these most basic passes. Although I would say he's doing everything right, and I'm doing everything sort of rushed at the moment, you'd expect some of these basic passes to still be pulled off quite easily, but this game is somehow still managing to piss its way, you know, into the special books. So you can see me here early on, just rushing my play, trying to hit this guy on the counter-attack, because straight away it did not feel good. It did feel really heavy, and it does take me a little while to settle myself into the game, but you can see me just not playing with a brain right now. And early on, you can see these moments here. Look, David Luiz, goalkeeper there. I wasn't sure if it was going to come off my own player and, you know, just bounce onto him for an open net. I was absolutely bricking it at this stage. That's how stupid this game felt, or how bad it felt. I was actually feeling scared of my own team screwing me over, not the opponent. And look at that, just to show you how bad it felt. Do you think if he had any control there, he'd have put it behind for a corner there? I don't think so. I clearly think he went for a sliding interception, and it felt that bad that he ended up putting it behind for a corner. So you soldiers who have been on this channel long enough know when I do a video like this, I like to do little in-game quizzes as well. And we're about to come into our first one now as we go on this first counter-attack. We work it out nicely. It feels a bit scrappy. I'm sure it looks a bit scrappy as well. Like, it all looks a bit stretched out. But we get Ndombele through on goal. He gets through on goal. His defender gets back, but not enough to actually stop the shot. So after riding the challenge and still having control of the ball, what do you think happens here? Is it option 1? Does he go to the goalkeeper's right and it goes into the back of the net and makes it 1-0? Is it option 2? Does he go to the goalkeeper's left and make it 1-0? Is it option 3? Does it hit the defender and go away to safety? Is it option 4? Does it hit the defender and go into the back of the net? Let's find out. It's option number 5. He's forgotten he's a professional footballer and he's just fresh aired a shot and now set away my opponent on a counter attack. This is PES 19, lads. Always think, where's the logic? And then throw that away and think this is PES. This is how it's going to work. It's going to do something else. And we're lucky there that he actually ends up going offside, because I feel like when something like that happens, the opponent normally goes on to score. So another big sign of danger. We punt it up from the free kick and our player pass back, and I realise if every pass back is becoming a mess, it's not a good idea to pass backwards. So I decided not to go as back that often, and that's why you see me play a lot of forward passes rather than side to side or even backwards, which are normally the safe passes. So you can see here, if you're wondering why I'm not trying to slow the game down, every sideways pass, every backwards pass for me is a mess. So I decided to only pass forward, which at the time wasn't the best idea. And again, lads, how do I explain that? You can clearly tell who I aimed for there, but this game is PES 19. That's all I can say about it. It's PES 19. So a stupid pass there. I say stupid, it's a standard pass. Leads to him getting another chance. And lads, it's time for another quiz. So we have Nzonzi tracking back here with the ball almost rolling over his shoelace. Does he go for option 1, the safe pass, back to the goalkeeper and let him deal with it? Does he go for option 2, which is control the ball and try to start off his own counter attack? Does he go for option 3, which is pass the ball first time to Ndombele, who is the midfielder just above him and slightly to the left. Let's see. He goes for option 4. Leave the ball, let the opponent take it and put it into the back of the net. Be very surprised if you guys, forgot that earlier lesson of user logic, and let's see what actually happens. Yes, lads, this is PES 19. Just a friendly reminder, and here I am, lads, after that, losing my cool, not even playing with any calmness, and just, again, throwing the ball away. So I'm just hoping the game is starting to feel good to me at any time and we'll get a chance or two. It was, again there lads, you win the ball, it goes right next to your player, and here I am trying to get some calmness to the game and I'm doing stupid passes and I get away with it. But you see there, I win the ball, it goes right next to my player, he ignores it, and it just kept building up on me there as he is wasting his, what I'd say, PES fortune right now. So where the game is falling for him, he's wasting these chances. So he's got to make the most of them, I would say. Because when the game does turn around, you know what's going to happen. And look at this, lads. I'm trying to play for, forward through balls where the ball's slightly in front of him. All these passes are just kind of getting stuck at the player's feet. And it's just become a mess. And that mess somehow falls to Depay, who puts it in nicely and makes it 1-1. When he did this through ball over the top from kickoff, looking to exploit the game, it settled me, lads. I was like, that's it. No matter what happens, I'm not going to lose. I'm not sure if I'm going to win, but I'll make sure I'm not going to lose. And luckily for me, the game started to turn in my favour. The AI started responding a bit better. The passing was a bit more crisp. Although you can still see there's going to be a lot of madness to go on, it just started to turn in my favour. So I was like, no matter what happens, I'm going to calm myself and I'm just going to make sure I do not gift this guy any goals. So when the second half kicked off, which you're about to see right now, I made sure I did one spammy thing to him. It's not the through ball over the top. A lot of short passing. 1-2 touch passing over here and there. It's not... Although it looks great, lads, that, I'm working this guy, cutting him apart, lads, the reality is I knew exactly what I was doing here. 1 touch, 2 touch pass from the kick is basically not trying to open up his defence. It's me abusing his defensive mechanics because I know he can't control the right player at the right time and it will leave a big opening, which it exactly did. Origi walked through and made it a comfortable 2-1. Then Nzonzi doing his best, not best, bestest. That's how important it was. That's how special it was. It was his bestest way of turning like a truck and puts me under so much pressure. And then that's it, lads. I was thinking, right, whatever happens, I've got the lead now. Let's not overcommit. And we've got to ride out these next 5 to 10 minutes of pure madness. And that's when you see me start lumping it. Minute 52 and I'm lumping it with the goalkeeper. I was like, safety first, mate. That was it. Safety first against this opponent. Then we got to another tight angle with Lucas Moura, who somehow hasn't scored with 2 brilliant shots. One at the end of the first half, one just now. His goalkeeper somehow pulling off a beautiful save. And then Nzonzi with a brilliant interception. And me not looking at the defensive line. But look at them 2 defenders up there. Can you see the madness in this game? 2 defenders totally out of the action. Lucky they got away with it though. So when I tried to mix it up, lads, and not go down the one wing, tried to go the other way, and you can see the quality of play just wasn't there. The game wasn't feeling great. And yeah, the myth of, Team Strength Level 3 being a brilliant game is falling to pieces right now. As you can see, a brilliant challenge from Delit somehow gets, pulled back for a free kick. And again, another wave of pressure comes because of that. And it's making me think, am I going to win this game? Look, in the first 15 minutes of the second half, how much has already gone against me? You can see my anger getting the better of me there, lads. It's not me trying to be dirty to win the game. It was just me being dirty to get rid of that rage. Because had I been live recording right now, it wouldn't have been nice, lads. It would have been like the second match of the last episode in the last myClub video I just did. So yeah, lads, it was feeling like that. Even though I was winning at this stage, it was feeling horrible. And like you can see me there trying to mix it up, trying to dribble instead of just do 1 touch passing and rushing it forward. But in reality, lads, anything that wasn't like 1 touch play wasn't really working too well at this stage of the game. This passage of play just sums it up beautifully. So I've manually put it down the line, I've laid it off. Look how slow and nice control pass that was to João Felix, but he somehow still manages to control that while standing still, but then he ends up stretching for it. It's like, whatever I'm doing, I'm trying to be safe, but the game is going out of its way to make it harder for me. So he gets tackled on the stretch and you can see he gets even more chances, not just more, better chances. I'm just thinking, I need to just hang on here. I know the game will eventually come back to me. It shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't feel like, I'm going to get my chance based on the time or the scoreline. And you can see that he clearly didn't want to pick that guy out, and I thought he still had the ball. I ended up knocking it out for a throw in. And lads, I don't normally make substitutions like this, but because the game was so like getting away from me, I thought I just need to change something, and that's what I did. And I was trying just to get a foothold in this game, and it just was not happening. You can see, look, everything now, his players are getting to every 50-50, and that was a bit of a bad pass for him, hence why I got to that one first. But a little bit more quality on that pass and we would have been in some serious trouble. You can see here, guys, look, I'm trying everything. I'm not trying to overcommit. I'm trying to put enough pressure on so I can win the ball and just relieve myself by holding the ball, not just sitting back. And you can see I get it out wide towards Lucas Moura, but because I had so little of the ball and my brain was pretty much fried at this stage, I just kind of wasted the opportunity. And then here, lads, I kind of gave up. I thought, what the hell, Joe Gomez, I know you're off form, but it's time for you to go. And I just kind of excused that poor pass through off form, but I think the game was just at that stage. No matter if that was Joe Gomez on top form, I think he still knocks it out of play for a throw in anyway. That's the sort of feeling this game had. So at this stage, I thought, I'm not letting him, whatever happens, I cannot let him get an equaliser, because there's no way I'll have enough time to actually go get another goal. So at this stage, I'm actually looking to get a goal now. So not just defend it out and keep it safe, I'm actually looking for a goal. So I tried to drive forward with David Luiz, and at this stage, I knew I fucked up. I was like, damn, why have I took David Luiz out so far? Lucky for me, Kimpembe actually gets through. The biggest look for me is how tired his players are. That's what actually got me through this game. Look at my passing, it's just still all over the place. So because his players were tired and starting to leave gaps for me now, I ended up getting a bit of space here with Lucas Moura. He dragged his defender a little bit forward, and at this moment I knew I scored. I knew I had too much space to not score, and I thought it was job done. What happens here? It switches, instead of to Nzonzi, it switches to David Luiz. I ended up putting pressure on with the wrong man. He gets a free goal straight away. So the first thing I did was look up at the clock. Saw 87 minutes. Then he went all out attack. I thought, whatever happens, Lely, whatever you do, just do not let him get a touch of the ball. That doesn't mean just pass it in defence. It means look for the space and play the safe pass. And obviously he's gone all out attack, so the safe space will eventually pop up behind his back line, and we end the game as we started with a bit more mess, and it gives Origi a empty goal and he makes it 4-2. As I said, guys, if you haven't already, go into the comment section, put what you think his rating is in the comments, and I am thinking of doing more videos like this where we see some more, I say epic matches, better quality than this, you know, some really enthralling matches that I can analyze and stuff as well. But now it's time to go and look at this guy's rating. After just under 1500 matches, he's got a rating of 825. I think at the time of playing it was about 840, 850, but I grabbed this screen a few hours after we played, so he may have lost another match. He's got a 53% win ratio after that many matches, lads. He knows how to play the game. I'd say he's at least decent, if not a good player. But did he look like it when, you know, you saw what you saw over the last 90 minutes? That shows you how off this game is, lads. I hope you guys did enjoy this video anyway. If you did, lads, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, or you want to see me do different videos, different games, different sort of ideas, just put them in the comment section. I will see you guys soon. Until then, guys, peace!